Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've managed to get another one written, so this one is called Ashes and Dust. Born into a world of challenge, regardless of ability or inability, led into believing all that was told, only to have been suppressed and to have witnessed such futility and to have been abandoned and left out in the cold. Many years passed in a world of confusion, mostly in mode of survival, in search of the self that was nowhere to find until the divine intervention's arrival. Now in separation to heal from the trauma sustained after challenges met, forgiving those past of the wrongdoings cast, so as to take all they thought they could get. Whilst in hermit mode, and now in from the cold, the way shower is birthed once again, and the horde set to follow no more bit of hollow, as all shall see all as a friend. The mission to hand is progressing as planned, and the spirits excited to see the rise from the ashes, the phoenix who smashes, all hypnotized by societal belief. Dismantle the system built by those who don't listen, and watch a new system be birthed, to be built by the wise who see beyond the eyes. Behold, as those wise be unearthed. Change was always going to come along and shake this world apart. A love of the land that goes way deeper than man, born through love, brings for all a new start. Questions, we have questions. How to know in whom we can trust? Well, without belief, you shall get no relief, and be strewn as the ashes and dust. I think it's just about faith, isn't it, really? You know, where do you turn when, I don't know, have you exhausted every avenue? Because there comes a time in life, when when you do find faith in something far greater, that's how I've experienced it anyway, and it's each to their own. But you see, there will be many who are wrapped up in this illusion, in this illusional world, who I don't know how to word this really. Who have bought into the illusion of material wealth, not that it's a bad thing that, because we're here, we have to exist, don't we, in this material existence, that's in this material plane. That's why we're here to experience, isn't it? But when you've bought into it to such an extent that not so much that you see yourself indestructible, that it's more that you've thrown all caution to the wind, you've bought into all of the lies and of the illusion, you're being easily led, you've been moulded, you've been controlled, to such an extent that if you don't go with the flow, then you're seen as a misfit and you're not normal. If I'm honest, even though I've lived that way, I've never felt that I fit in. Not really. I've always become that which I've had to become to fit into that situation, or with those different expressions of consciousness. Is that me being false? No, that's me adapting to be accepted. That's how I used to. Now I recognise it as that. Those different past versions of me were some of the time being a lot of the time actually being what others wanted me to be, instead of me being my true authentic self. And that's just living a life of bullshit, isn't it, really? When that's not existing, is it, really? When you're living a life and you're being influenced by others, but you're not standing in your power so much so as to say, do you know what, actually, it don't feel right, don't this? I don't want to do this, So, and that's when you take your true power back. When you stop conforming to others' societal expectance. That's it, really. In which case, you'll more than likely find that you'll be cast out, stabbed in the back, as it were. Hypothetically speaking. But that's when others show their true colours. You see, when expressions of consciousness don't understand you, you will find that they will either condemn you and cast you out, as it were. I think that's probably it, really. Or they'll ridicule you. If you're staying within those circles, they will take the piss out of you. But you just take it in the stride. You let them believe that they've got the upper hand in your own smug way, inside that, But we should always be our authentic self. Just because if we've lived a life and we've adapted to, like I say, the societal expectancy, that don't make us false. Not really. Because a lot of people just want to be accepted. Unfortunately, a lot of people do live a false life because they're not being their authentic self. And surely we must strive to become our authentic selves. Or self. Anyway, just waffling. Makes sense to me. Okay, that's it for now. Take care.